Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another delightful discussion on all things Minecraft and all things well-being. My name is Kimberly Quinn, and I'm thrilled. I'm so delighted to be here today because doing these videos really just fills me up. It's absolutely joyful to be able to channel value to people who are along their sort of on their way along their authentic path when maybe you didn't have it mirrored for you as a young child, just like I did. And I know all too well what it feels like, which is maybe why I'm so passionate about helping other people be able to see their amazing, most authentic, valuable selves. So just a little recap from last time. We were talking about when we were cheeky little cherubs, right? Born into this world. We were born into our own frames, right? Our own little baby frames. And we loved ourselves. And all that self-love within that frame, we could give it freely as we wanted to. Little babies love their bodies. They love to suck on their toes, their fingers, your fingers, anybody's fingers. Love all their body parts. They love everybody, and they assume that people are going to love and cherish them, because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't anybody love and cherish these little babies? So even like, let's say a 2.5-year-old walking with her mother downtown Manhattan and sees herself in the reflection in the window. You know, a 2.5-year-old isn't going to say, "Oh, I really shouldn't have had that second Happy Meal. Oh my goodness. Oh, my butt is just so big. How will I get it? Well, how will I fit into my new little toddler jeans?" No, not going to happen. That's just so ridiculous, right? Because babies are healthier than that. And they know that they wouldn't self-deprecate even on a little baby level, because they just love themselves inside and out, because they feel worthy. That feeling of original worthiness, they've got it still. And then what happens is the world tells us that we're not, right? In one way or another. That we're not enough this way, not enough that way. In all the ways we don't measure up. And, you know, because as soon as shame enters, all those feelings of being defective can just really take over, right? All these messages. And then what we do is we learn to seek out what we already believe to be true, which is the confirmation bias. So we kind of naturally do that, and it creeps up into adulthood, which is why we're still having this conversation, okay? So this is about getting back into our frame, but also, or one of the ways to do that is to really focus your life minutes, your life minute energy on filling up your own self-esteem bank. Think of it like a bank account. When you put money into your savings account, it builds up, gets stronger, 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 and that feels good, right? Well, the self-esteem account bank isn't different. Self-esteem bank isn't different. The more we practice self-care, the more resilient we get, because we feel worthy of what we're doing. And even if those are little baby steps, and I'm not judging, I'm actually applauding you, because even if you're watching this video and it's really tough for you to do anything good for yourself, you're on your way, okay? And I'm thinking of, it can just show itself in so many different ways, like not wanting to even, buy yourself a new pair of jeans. I don't mean it to be about money. That's not the point. This is like small scale money. Because you've been in that ratty old pair of jeans for 10 years, and you can do things for other people and get them birthday gifts and this and that, but you don't buy yourself the pair of jeans. Or you don't go out to eat. But if you do go out to eat, you buy the cheapest thing on the menu, because you shouldn't get that prime rib, even though it's on special. And are you definitely not going to have that fancy glass of wine? And it's about having those moments of being a little frivolous. We're not talking about being reckless. We're talking about treating yourself like how you deserve to be treated, like a goddess would ever fill in the blank, okay, for anything else. But to treat yourself really, really, really well, and to splurge once in a while. Also, again, it's not to make it about money, because I don't mean that. To take time for yourself, that's golden. Okay, so here are 3 things to try to get back in that frame and to fill up your self-esteem bank. All right, so the first one is mirror work. Okay, you're going to go into the mirror and say, "I love you," when you first wake up in the morning. "I love you, Kimmy." Okay, and that might, no joke, might be hard for some of you, even if no one's around. And I get it. I really do. Okay? Before long, though, you'll be doing a power dance. I'm going to do a different video on that. Okay, so mirror work is super, super, super important. And yes, my Valentine's Day stuff is still up, because I love V-Day and I like the lights and everything. And it also works for this video, which actually I didn't plan, but it works out well. Okay, so the self-esteem bank, here it is. Just like I actually have a Batman bank on my dresser. But this is my self-esteem bank. I love me. And so, I already put that in there. meant to take that out. Just 1 second. Anyway, all right, I'm going to pretend because it's stuck in there. You're going to write on a piece of paper something you're grateful for that day. I'm grateful for my eyesight. That's my default gratitude. I'm grateful for my eyesight. I can't imagine life, all the things I love, sunsets, well, obviously people first. And my youngest brother-in-law is blind, and he's amazing. He's one of my heroes in this world. But that's my default because life would just be so different. Or I'm grateful for Giovanni, our golden retriever. I'm grateful for the heat in the house. I'm grateful for breathing. I'm grateful for my husband making the fire this morning. Yes. Grateful for Dad's banana bread. I'm grateful for going hunting with Granny. Whatever. So after you do the mirror thing, you're going to put an I am grateful for in your self-esteem bank. Write on a little piece of paper and toss it in there. Okay? And then lastly, is to commit to doing one thing per day, for let's say 10 minutes, the bar's low, and you do for more, good for you. That absolutely makes your heart sing. Why? Because you're worth it. If you don't feel worth it, you got to fake it till you make it, and that is a psychology thing, okay? Fake it till you make it means if you're not feeling confident, then you pull your shoulders back, put a nice outfit on, and fake that stuff, and it will start to come. If you're not feeling your own value, you've got to start acting as if you do feel it for it to really, because it's already in here. It's not like you're looking for it out here. That's being in somebody else's frame. That's codependency. Everything you're looking for is already in here, okay? It's just covered up with a bunch of stuff because the world said a lot of bad stuff, and we buy into it because we couldn't help it because we were kids and blah, blah, blah. It's all in there. So, all right, so back to the 3. Mirror work in the morning. I love you. I love you, Kimmy, okay? Next, gratitude goes in the self-esteem bank. Decorate that. Get an actual something. Get it at the dollar store. And then make sure each day I am grateful for. You need those words. And the third day, because this is your daily routine, 1, 2, 3 per day. Lastly, to commit to at least 10 minutes of something that makes your heart sing. So for me today, Giovanni and we nailed all 3 of these. Okay, I told myself I love myself, actually lots of times because I was rehearsing this video. And then I'd write in a gratitude journal anyway. And Giovanni and I went out in the woods for about 20 minutes to a half an hour snowshoeing in a complete, total, whiteout, blustery snowstorm. And it was absolutely incredible. Now, here's the thing. When you take these baby steps, the mirror, the I am grateful for, and at least 10 minutes, maybe just being alone in a hot bath, that counts. We start to really get that we really do value ourselves. There's just been a disconnect. We can reconnect with your authentic self at any time. She or he or they, they're just waiting to be invited. So what we need to do is get that ego out of the driver's seat because that's what's responsible for all this approval seeking and positive praise outside of us and all that. And whenever we cave into that, it's like saying, well, what you care about, or whatever you think about me is more important than what I think about me. No! Get back into your frame. The way to do that is to fill up your self-esteem bank. And it takes, like anything else in life, it takes effort. 1, 2, 3. Have a mindful, very valuable day.